Chun, difficulty at the beginning. Let's see what it says here. Right? Okay. The name of the hexagon, or even hexagram, Chun, really connotes a blade of grass pushing against an obstacle as it sprouts out of the earth. Hence the meaning, difficulty at the beginning. The hexagram indicates the way in which heaven and earth bring forth individual beings. It is their first meeting, which is beset with difficulties. The lower trigram, Chen, is the arousing. Its motion is upward, and its image is thunder. The upper trigram, Calm, stands for the abysmal, the dangerous. Its motion is downward, and its image is rain. The situation points, the SP, and I'll get fed up with this SP, the situation points to teeming, chaotic profusion. Thunder and rain fill the air. Sounds like the banking world. But the chaos clears up. Or sounds like volcanoes erupting. While the abysmal sinks, the upward movement eventually passes beyond the danger. A thunderstorm brings release from tension, and all things breathe freely again. The judgment, difficulty at the beginning, works supreme success. Furthering through perseverance, nothing should be undertaken. It furthers one to appoint helpers. Times of growth are beset with difficulties. They resemble a first birth. But these difficulties arise from the very profusion of all that is struggling to attain form. Everything is in motion. Therefore, if one perseveres, there is a prospect of great success, in spite of the existing danger. When it is a man's fate to undertake such new beginnings, everything is still unformed, dark. Hence, he must hold back, because any premature move might bring disaster. Likewise, it is very important not to remain alone. In order to overcome the chaos, he needs helpers. This is not to say, however, that he himself should look on passively at what is happening. He must lend his hand and participate with inspiration and guidance. To be continued. The image, clouds and thunder. The image of difficulty at the beginning. Thus the superior man brings order out of confusion. Where are we? Oops, brings order out of confusion. Yeah, see? Order out of dropping the camera confusion. Clouds and thunder are represented by definite decorative lines. This means that in the chaos of difficulty at the beginning, order is already implicit. See? So, too, the superior man has to arrange and organize the inchoate profusion. I think that's how you pronounce it. Inchoate? Or inchoate? I need a thesaurus. Anyway, profusion of such times of beginning. Just as one sorts out silk threads from a knotted tangle and binds them into skeins, or even skeins. Right? In order to find one's place in the infinity of being, one must be able both to separate and to unite. The lines, line at the beginning, means hesitation and hindrance. It furthers one to remain persevering. It furthers one to appoint helpers. If a person encounters a hindrance at the beginning of an enterprise, he must not try to force advance, but must pause and take thought. However, nothing should put him off his course. He must persevere and constantly keep the goal in sight. It is important to seek out the right assistants, but he can find them only if he avoids arrogance and associates with his fellows in a spirit of humility. Only then will he attract those with whose help he can combat the difficulties. 6 in the second place means difficulties pile up, horse and wagon part. He's not a robber. He wants to woo when the time comes. The maiden is chaste. She does not pledge herself. 10 years, then she pledges herself. We find ourselves beset by difficulties and hindrances. Suddenly, there is a turn of affairs, as if someone were coming up with a horse and wagon and unhitching them. This event comes so unexpectedly that we assume the newcomer to be a robber. Gradually, it becomes clear that he has no evil intentions but seeks to be friendly and to offer help. But this offer is not to be accepted because it does not come from the right quarter. We must wait until the time is fulfilled. 10 years is a fulfilled cycle of time, when normal conditions return of themselves, and we can join forces with the friend intended for us. Then normal conditions return for themselves, and we can join forces with the friend intended for us. Using the image of a betrothed or even betrothed girl, who remains true to her lover in face of grave conflicts. The hexagram gives counsel for a special situation. When in times of difficulty a hindrance is encountered, an unexpected relief is offered from a source unrelated to us, we must be careful and not take upon ourselves any obligations entailed by such help. Otherwise, our freedom of decision is impaired. If we bide our time, things will quiet down again, and we shall attain what we have hoped for. Stay tuned.